Welcome back. It can be a painful experience, but sometimes divorce is best for everyone involved, and the legal journey can be as stressful as the emotional journey. So here to help us through the legalese is Melissa A. Mooradian, a legal document assistant. So sadly, I know lots of people, and I feel like I'm not even that old, but I know quite a few people who have actually been divorced before, and it is a very expensive endeavor, especially if you're going to get an attorney. But there are different types of divorce in California law. So as a legal document assistant, what do we need to know about the different types of divorce?
Well, first there is the uncontested, which, both parties agree just about on everything. And then you have contested.
Okay. Somebody does not want to get divorced.
Yes,
okay.
Or you don't agree on, one or more issues.
Okay.
Yes. And then there's a default where, the responding spouse doesn't participate at all.
Right.
So they don't respond, they just don't want any part of it.
And so each one of these different categories will sort of determine what sort of legal journey you go on, correct?
Yes.
And how about the paperwork involved in these different types of divorces?
Well, there's some similarities and, there's some differences. Like in the contested divorce, you're going to end up going to court.
Right.
But the default and uncontested can all be done, through me.
Through you,
yes,
without an attorney.
Without a hearing.
Okay, that's perfect. So if both parties agree on all the issues, that's a uncontested divorce, right? And so what does that mean? We're going to talk about settlements, right? So what do we have to agree on to get that type of divorce?
Well, different things like property, spousal, child custody, child support, property division, and then it all goes together, into a marriage settlement agreement.
Right.
Both parties sign, it gets notarized and filed with the court.
So theoretically, let's say you make a wild decision in your 20s and, by the time you're 30, you're like, this isn't really working out. You're my friend, I love you, but this marriage is not going to last. You agree on everything. They come to somebody like you help them fill out the paperwork, prepare the paperwork, and submit it to the court.
Yes.
And then in that scenario, neither party has to hire an attorney, right?
No.
All right, let's talk about unresponsive divorces. So when somebody, you file for divorce and your spouse just does not respond, what happens there?
Then you would ask the court for a default judgment.
Okay.
Yes.
That means your spouse has just not responded, and the judge is then going to decide what?
Well, off of the initial petition, whatever the first spouse, the one that files, asks for, and so if the other one doesn't respond, then you just ask for the judgment, from the court.
And the judge will decide whether what you have asked for
is reasonable.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Reasonable. So in any of these scenarios, what's the first step to getting a divorce started without going to attorney, but using somebody like you? What's that process like?
I can do everything virtually.
Okay.
Usually I'll either get a message on Facebook or a phone call, and or I can also meet with clients, if they'd like to meet in person, and then they fill out an intake form, and from that intake form I fill out all the paperwork, and then I send it to them, or we meet again, to approve and sign. Then it gets filed with the court,
and then you're done.
Well, you're halfway done.
You're halfway done. Yes, because it is quite a bit of a journey.
Yes.
Okay, real quickly for me, how is this different than maybe going to an attorney to file for divorce?
Paying somebody by the hour.
You're like, it's actually quite similar. But you cannot offer legal advice.
Correct.
And then, if there is a need for arbitration, or if there is a need and people don't agree on things, then they would need to seek outside counsel, right?
Yeah, or the court will set things, if they can't agree, the court will set them for mediation.
Got it. But this is all possible without an actual attorney. And Melissa A. Mooradian, she can help you because she is a legal document assistant, and she can help you file all that paperwork. All right, thank you so much. Not entirely a happy subject, but maybe once the documents are in and filed, maybe people will be happier. And you can help them get there. We have all the information on how to contact her. Thank you so much for being here. Coming up here, the tax deadline is quickly approaching. Quick tax tips for all those procrastinators, myself included. That's next.